Romulus, you brought a lot of comedy, a lot of drama, and a lot of theater, and a guitar and a singer.
Yeah.
My man, that's a combination, huh?
Yeah, it is.
Huh.
But then I'm an artist. I'm not just a musician or just a guitarist or a vocalist. I'm an artist.
Now that we're actually there, what is this artist we're talking about?
An artist. Yeah. You see, over time, I think we've lost the real concept of what an artist is. Because under the broad spectrum of art, you have construction, you have agriculture, you have aquaculture, you have mining. All of this falls under the spectrum of art. You have got astrology, engineering. These are all art. And even politics, my friend, this is art. Because you need to be very creative in today's system to survive. So yes,
I see.
Being an artist is encapsulating all of this. Being able to do all of this. This is the one thing that I learned from studying music. I went in 1996, or actually 1995. I was still doing that music makers here at that time. And after that I went to South Africa, Pretoria Technikon. Well, it was called Pretoria Technikon at that time. And I studied light music. And when I started doing arrangement, and my lecturer told me, the way you do an arrangement is you've got to see that final cadence, or you've got to hear that final cadence before you can actually start to orchestrate and arrange a melody. So then I realized, but you can actually apply this to everything else in life. If you can see just visualize the final concept, hear that final cadence, see the beauty of that, then you work backwards from there. And when you come to the front, you just start writing.
Of course, another singer with a guitar, Afrikaans and lyrics and poetry, and Session Studio 6. Let's go into this one quickly.
Net jy sal weet waar vanaf jy kom, wat jy eet, waar jy môre is. In die winter slaap jy op 'n bladekooi. Jou baadjie en pet is jou kombes die nie koud kry. Stadig is jou stapie van die wind en die weer. Het lange saam daar opgeteer, soos op jou eilachie. Hoe lang is hierdie winter koud, as die ryp jou ore knyp, en as niks meer om jou te vou. En daar moet jou bonafjie op jou regie so krom, dwaal jy verder en verdwaal die weie weer om. Peggie van die boekhaal. Ja, op die lange pad is die somer jou. Nesakiri sa houe fjell, waar die son jou gryp. Wanneer die lente kom en die wêreld is mooi, sal jy saam met dier en mens pluk blomme van geluk in 'n kleur van 'n blommetje gooi. Stadig is jou stapie, van die wind en die weer. Het lange sand daar opgeteer, soos op jou eie lachie. Hoe lang is hierdie winter koud, as die reep jou ore knyp, en as niks meer om jou te vou. En dan moet jou boneltjie op jou ruggie so krom, dwaal jy verder en verdwaal die wye wêreld om. Begin van die boekhaar. En vanaand is die Kaap se winterreën sous, lyk snoesig op 'n parkbench, toegevou onder 'n cardboard box met 'n bottel rooi wyn, die styf langs my sy. En morgenoggend sal ek die son weer sien opkom, dan smile ek breed met my postbag, dan sê ek, hello people, and welcome to my town. Come take a puff from my pipe of peace. Hoe lang is hierdie winter koud, as die reep jou ore knyp, en as niks meer om jou te vou. En dan moet jou boneltjie op jou ruggie so krom, dwaal jy verder en verdwaal die wye wêreld om. Begin van die boekhaar. Jy's net 'n begin van die boekhaar.
En die varke was jags of spils? Wat was die varke?
Man, hulle was jags en spils gewees.
Tell me about that song. That was the first song.
Yeah, well, actually, I should ask Mikey Wentworth to tell you about that, because it's actually a poem that was written by Mikey Wentworth. I merely adapted it, added another verse into that. Die part van die bies wat nies. En as jy opkyk, dan kyk jy dwars die sy kop. But yeah, the way I understand it, I don't know whether that is the same, the way that Mike understands, but knowing, you know, Mikey, he works amongst the oppressed people, especially in South Africa, where he's working at the moment. He's the youngest son of our former, or the late former Deputy Minister of Education, Mr. Buddy Wentworth. Yeah, he's the youngest, I believe he's the youngest son of Mr. Buddy, of the late Mr. Buddy Wentworth. And he works amongst the very, very oppressed people in South Africa. You know, the people living in shacks. The people that go without food for days on end. They don't have electricity. They don't have basic things like water and sanitary facilities. So he basically works amongst those kind of people. And I think die song Die Varke is basies gerig teenoor hierdie ryk mense en die elitists that exploit these people for their own benefit, so that they can make a living. And they don't care a damn about these people, who are also just people. So, they just want to eat
Everything.
you know.
I mean, I know you way back before your hair turned to be funky as they are.
Yeah.
It seems that's the only thing that has changed, but you, your soul, your relationship with your music and your instrument is ever growing tighter.
It's just that growing tighter, yeah. Yeah, I've ventured into a few other instruments over the years, but always returning to the guitar. Like for a time there, I went and played the cello, then the saxophone, and I love the saxophone very much. But this still remains my main vice of expression.
Jy sit ek op die pavement weggegooi op 'n hoek, soos 'n bollang kak wat almal miskyk. Ek notch net hulle voete waarvan my kop is gesak. Blink skoentjies hier verby, langs my gafrie. Ja, hulle check nog haar. Ek is die vark, maar kan die vark is allemaal jags, hulle check nog haar. Ek is die vark, maar kan die vark is allemaal jags. Die varke raak die vol, die gedagtes is vrot. En check sy van die onder, kyk jy dwars die sy kop. En nie sy soos 'n bies, lees sy brains op die straat. Daar vraai nog even van maak, do you want a piece of my mind? Ja, hulle check nog gauw. Ek is die vark, maar kan die varke is allemaal jags, hulle check nog gauw. Ek is die vark, maar kan die varke is allemaal jags. Ja, die varke, ja, die varke, ja, die varke, hulle maak my mal. Ja, die varke, ja, check die varke, ja, die varke, hulle maak my mal. Check die varke, ja, die varke, ja, die varke is allemaal jags. Die varke raak die vol, die gedagtes is vrot. En check sy van die onder, kyk jy dwars die sy kop. En nie sy soos 'n bies, lees sy brains op die straat. Daar vraai nog even van maak, do you want a piece of my mind? Ja, hulle check nog gauw. Ek is die vark, maar kan die vark is allemaal jags, hulle check nog gauw. Ek is die vark, maar kan die varke is allemaal jags.
I always feel he's with me when I'm singing because for me music has so much sentimental value to the fact that my mom told me I took, the singing from him. So every time I sing, I always feel like he's right there.
Just visualize the final concept, hear that final cadence, see the beauty of that. Then you work backwards from there. And when you come to the front, you just start writing.
I like to focus on the guitar because I feel like out of the two, the singing is my stronger point. But I love them both so much, so I'd like to have them both together with the djembe, of course.
You don't have to be vulgar, you don't have to talk down on people and women, and you can have a positive message, because that's what hip-hop was. It all started out with what they called edutainment. It was educating people and expressing yourself.
Hello?
I'm into the big hall.
Hello?
Hello? Isn't that fantastic?
He used to sing this song. He used to go apira para pora, all the time. That's something I really remember. Okay, basically I don't live with my father right now, and so he left when I was about 9 years old. But I still remember that one tune, and it just sounds very jazz inspired.
This is a fun song. It's actually one of my favorite songs. It's one of those songs where, every song says, yeah, I love you, this and that, you broke my heart, this, blah. But then sometimes you just want to get down to the nitty-gritty and just be like,
I should hold on to the values of life, love, peace, and basically just being that next person that brings joy to another person.
Because I got 2 checks and I was still just holding them like this. I could not put them in a pocket. I was riding a bicycle and people passed by, say, well done. I say, yeah, I got 2 checks. Tomorrow I'm going to open a bank account.
In the industry, I'm not coming to just entertain. I'm coming to speak to people's hearts. People are going through things. Yes, people can have a good time, have fun or whatever, but in the time of having fun or whatever, the message should speak to the soul, it should speak to the heart.
My roots, it's been encrypted, I believe. Down the line, my grandfather used to play instruments. Artists like Jonathan Butler and them used to stay over at my grand's place. Richard John Smith.
The third song was Someday We'll Learn. That's also a poem which I've adapted slightly. It was written by Bernadette van Schoor. And that's mostly about, also about people in general, you know, having prejudice against one another, especially the elitist, oppressing the poor people and all of that, people not being able to live together. You know, we have got around the globe a major problem. People still are adjusting to, especially here in Namibia, adjusting or getting along with gay people. And that song is basically about that, telling us that we can all live in harmony. No matter whether you are poor, me I'm rich, you are gay, me I'm straight, we can all live together in harmony. Yeah.
Okay, so not only are you a musician, but it seems to be there's an activist somewhere.
Oh, I won't get into that.
But that's what I sense you are.
I'll have to look over my soldier, you know. Maybe the intelligence service is around. Because when we come to activism, I'm heavy on that stuff.
Yeah, I've noticed.
I'm very militant.
I've noticed that. It's not put
So
your hands up
I don't
in the
really
air.
talk about that stuff.
It's not put your hands up in the air and wave them like you don't care.
Yeah.
But it's take your guitar and sing something about you
Yeah,
care.
yeah, do that. I'd rather do that. Take a poem, you know. I don't even try to compose my own songs because I tell you, I've written a few songs and people just sat there and looked at me like, is this guy for real? Can he really say that? Just as straight as you just said it. So yeah, I stick to taking poems and adapting it. I find a nice poem, put it to music. Because actually, I see myself more as a music man. Guy that plays with those golf sticks, you know.
Poetic as you can tell, Musa. Quetta takes a guitar like that, puts him in front of the TV screen like this, just starts to follow the procedure. It was very easy to film the show because the musician was right there. We just had to follow the procedure.
And to hate. Why not learn just to love as your prejudice really sucks? Maybe someday we'll learn. Stop avoiding that place. For fear really cripples faith. Maybe someday we'll learn before our last breath. Better be nice to angel death, for she may still let you make amends. Maybe someday we'll learn. Someday we'll learn. Yeah, maybe someday we'll learn. Someday we'll learn. Yeah, maybe someday, 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 someday we'll learn. Naked words for the truth really hurts. Now God would say, oh, be gay, time for wordplay. Maybe someday we'll learn. Stop avoiding that place, for fear really cripples faith. Maybe someday we'll learn before our last breath. Better be nice to Angel Death, for she may still let you make amends. Maybe someday we learn. Someday we learn. Yeah, maybe someday we learn. Someday we learn. Hey, maybe someday we learn. Someday we learn. Yeah, maybe someday we learn. Hey, maybe someday we learn.
I guess you've seen it all in Namibia. Where are we with the music industry?
With music industry, yeah.
Or you want to see more?
I would really love to see more. You know, I think the two of us had a conversation about this actually some time ago. I mean, you look at the domestic workers. They're organized. They've got a basic pay. They've got basic salary. As musicians, after 26 years, we still don't have a basic pay. I mean, we still get exploited. You go for a gig, you say, tell the people, they ask you, so what are your charges? You tell them, well, 3,500, for example, for a session. They look at you, what? Are you crazy? And then they come back with something like, how about 750? You know, and as musicians, we're always hungry, you know. We constantly think with our stomachs. So after a little bit of heckling around, you say, yeah, let's go for 1,000. But eventually we end up at 800 or something like that. And that's the story.
That's the story.
Yeah, I think there still needs to be done much.
What would we want to do?
Well, we really need to create a good structure, a good structural frame for the music. Have a database. Know exactly what the income of musicians are. So that we can take that to the bank, you know, and show to the people that music does have a feasible income. I mean, we actually know that there is money in music. I mean, this we've seen for a long time. I mean, musicians are all working mostly, a lot of musicians in Namibia are working independently. Some of them are working with producers. And the producers and the musicians, they're all making money. In some cases, the producers a little bit more than the musicians, but they're all making money. It's just that they don't want to take it to the bank. Maybe they don't want to get taxed.
Ja, hulle leef op skuld tot Vrydag aand en tot die einde van die maand. Ja, gaan goed gekleed, soos wie weet wie. Trakteer mekaar op sympathie. Oh ja, hulle sit op voorkeur in die vlek. Dans dol op radio musiek. Sing luidkeelsonne in die kerk en vloek roekloos manne by die werk. Ja, hulle word siek en word gesond, gaan toch maar môre weer te grond. Ja, teel klein goed by die tros en gee geen fok oor wat van hulle word. Die jare kom, die jare gaan en hulle moer die 10 gebooie om. Ja, trek kort op 60 pensioen en raak met God en mens versoen. Ja, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. Hey, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. August, September, October, November, December. Ja, hulle leef op skuld tot Vrydag aand en tot die einde van die maand. Ja, gaan goed gekleed, soos wie weet wie, trek die mekaar op sympathie. Ja, hulle sit op voorkeer in die vleer, dans dol op radio muziek. Hulle sing luid jul son aan die kerk en vloek roekloos manne by die werk. Ja, die jare kom, die jare gaan en hulle moer die 10 gebooie om. Trek hard op 60 pensioen en raak met God en mens versoen.
Let's take our time now and quickly peep and see what's coming up next.
And my cousin told me, why don't you stop freestyling and put it down on paper? And that's when it all started. So it was that. And then I think the biggest achievement I had when I was in the States was my cousin entered me for a competition. And if anyone knows, he's pretty big, Ice Cube. He was the judge for the competition and I came second place in that competition.
Here we go, daar gaan die varken. Net ander mense se besigheid wil wees all the time, huh? Until next time, when we come around again. Daar gaan die varken.
Hulle sit op voorkeer in die vleer, dans dol op radio muziek. Hulle sing luid jul son aan die kerk en vloek roekloos manne by die werk. Ja, die jare kom, die jare gaan en hulle moer die 10 gebooie om. Trek hard op 60 pensioen en raak met God en mens versoen.